So this is pretty common. We've got the DC isolator here's burnt out. It had top entry. These cables, so what happens is the cables come in the top, which you're not allowed to do, and water gets in and it gets into the isolator and catches on fire. So this is pretty common. Pretty much poor insulation is the reason for this. We'll go up on the roof and see what's happened up there. So up on the roof, the panels have been installed right to the edge. So when they come to isolate the system, they couldn't even get to it. So they end up throwing all this plastic tarp all over, plastic sheeting over the panels to stop them, because if you can't isolate them, you can't actually turn them off. And that was obviously going down to that isolator, so then technically all that could just stay live where it was all melted. There's nothing you can do about it unless you disconnect the panels. So that was where the disconnection point's meant to be. You can see these rails. So you can see there, the rails are right to the edge of the panel, so we had to set up the ladder down the bottom, come up the side of the house to get to that actual spot. And then on the other side of the wall here, yeah, you could get there as well. You can technically disconnect one there, and then all the other cables are in the middle, so the panels are facing each other, so they're all there, all the cabling's in the middle, so it's kind of hard to get to. And on here there's actually another roof above where they could have put 4 panels up there, and say 10, there's 14, so they could put 10 here and then 4 up top, and then you would have had ample room around the edges. Also there's this aerial which is shading it, and aircon, and then also it pretty much faces north, so this wall would shade it after probably 1 p.m. Even this aircon, maybe this got put in later, I don't know, but it's already shading the panel. It's only 9:30 in the morning, so pretty much that's going to shade it all day, and then that aerial is going to shade it all day as well. So that's potential for hot spots and a fire at the aerial. And then here, so pretty much the system, yeah, definitely wouldn't perform very good. And obviously whoever just installed it, it was just quicker and easier to do it like this. It would have been pretty hard actually putting in those panels at the end there on the edge. They probably had to do that from down below, but they obviously save time, so doing this, and that's what happens when people get paid per kilowatt. It's they just do whatever's quickest and easiest sometimes. So overall conclusion, if it was installed properly, it probably never would have had this fire or any of these issues, and probably would have performed a lot better over time, and probably continue to perform. It's probably only maybe 6 to 8 years old, I would say. The panels seemed fine when we tested. They were producing power, but I mean, we'd have to replace the whole system, so you couldn't leave it how it is. So yeah, it's a real waste. But this is the main cause of problems, is installation errors, not the actual components themselves.